Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's Mr. Shakespeare again on the 24th of April 24. I'm with Liz Cross, Psychic Medium and Remote Viewer. How are we doing today, Liz?
Oh, great. This is another one you're springing on me that I have no idea about.
Absolute mont. Right, this is Russia's 300 billion in frozen assets that have been frozen by the West at the start of the special military operation. There is a lot of talk about selling off these assets and giving the money to Ukraine. There's also a lot of people, mainly in the legal profession, warning against this because they're basically stealing the sovereign nation's assets. And if they were to do this, this would be very bad for whoever did it. Now, most of the money is held, I believe, in the EU somewhere, and some of it is held in American banks. I think about 20% of it is held in American banks, the rest is held in the EU. The confiscation, or whatever you call it, is just another word for theft. So what I want to know is, let's use Reuters, the news agency Reuters. We're just picking on this from last year, but let's grab Reuters. They'll probably know what goes on.
Okay, I've got Reuters, yeah.
Okay, push them out till, I don't know, let's say the 4th of September.
Okay, so September 4th, 2024, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So what are we asking? What and where are Russia's 300
Well, no,
billion?
I think we know where they are. What I want to know is what's happened to them, because there's a lot of talk at the moment of selling these assets and giving the money to Ukraine. Now, the problem is if they do that, well, no, let's find out. Let's find out. And before I say
So
anything.
first dive in, they're gone.
Okay, so they were sold?
Were they sold? No, I don't feel like they were sold. I feel like they were transferred, is what I'm
Okay, who have they been transferred to?
Who have they been transferred to? Ukraine.
Okay.
There you
Right.
go. You don't need a psychic, Mr. Shakespeare.
Well, unfortunately, that when was this done?
When was this done? Some of it's already taken place. Even
Okay.
now, today's date, April 24th, 2024. A lot of it it's just slow siphoning, right?
Well, they've been siphoning off the interest off the profit of these, but I didn't think most people are not aware that any have actually been disposed of.
I would say
the problem is for the West, for the EU and for America, is that on the global stage, everybody realizes this is theft. And how do you trust America or the EU with your money? Because they could just take it and get rid of it. There's no precedent. I mean, even the head of Euroclear, the woman that's the head of Euroclear, she said, don't do it. Don't do it. So they've done it. Okay. This is going to affect this is going to affect the West financial system big time.
Okay, so let's backtrack. These assets or this money was just sitting in European banks?
Well, no, I mean, lots of countries hold their money, as assets in different countries. So before the special military operation, Russian assets could be in American banks. it could be that, it could be in European banks. It was just, part of, I don't know exactly, the ins and outs of it, but it could be just part of trade or part of whatever. But when it happened, when it started, one of the first things that they did was freeze the assets of Russia that were held in the West. So they've been frozen for a long time, coming 2 years. Now those assets were generating profits, and those profits have been siphoned off again illegally, stolen, and then whatever that's been done with them. That's what there's pretty much every legal opinion. Now they're trying to get lawyers, they're trying to find some lawyers who will say that, or they've been trying to find lawyers who will say, yes, you can do this. That's what they want. But pretty much every lawyer, everybody that knows anything about this is saying, no, don't do it. It's illegal, because again, they're setting a precedent. Yeah. It means that anybody's assets held in Russia, for example, could just be taken now because the West has shown what's happened. So you're saying that now, by the 4th of September, that's what's happened, and the assets have been taken.
They've certainly been liquidated, and don't forget their wording was not stolen, not taken. Their or the entity's personal thoughts, feelings, and opinion, or the people behind this, it was transferred.
I
So
know, but it's theft.
that's what they said.
It's
Now,
theft.
this, yes, okay, there's a lot of political issues going on with Russia, Ukraine, but this also highlights what you and I, when we did that cashless society probe, still one of the most important probes that we've done, in my opinion, because it just goes to show how we render ourselves powerless, and how the banks who now everything's transferred automatically. It has to be deposited into a bank. Nobody's using cash anymore. How they have full control over how you spend your money. Now, all you need is the government to put in some really quick law, and then bang, your account can be frozen. I mean, they freeze accounts all the time
Yeah,
anyway.
but Liz, this is not me and you having their accounts frozen or Bob Smith down the road. This is, the sovereign entity of Russia. This has no precedent at all. This is in the way that they've done this. This means that if they can freeze the accounts and steal and then transfer, they can do it to anybody, and anybody can do it to them. You were saying earlier on the other probe about the rule of law. Well, the rule of law has been totally trashed in this case. There is even in the Second World War, nobody did this. There were no assets of any country stolen or taken or whatever. Even through the whole of the Second World War, there's no precedent for this. Every legal thing I've ever read about this is don't do it, it's illegal. Don't do it, this will backfire. Don't do it, this is dumb. Yeah, right. Whilst we've got that's the bank, that's the Central Bank of Russia there.
Okay.
Let's grab that.
All right. Okay. I have the Central Bank of Russia.
Let's put it out to the 4th of September, 2024.
Excuse me. Okay. So September 4th, 2024, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What would you like to know?
The assets that have been frozen since the start of the special military operation that have been frozen for the last 2 years. What happened to them?
They're gone.
Okay.
The accounts have been drained.
Okay. Has Russia made any done any reaction to that as of right now?
No.
Okay. They're going to, though, aren't they?
Are they going to? They're trying to strategically plan out what the reaction will be.
Yeah. Well, that's Russia all over. They never react. They always asymmetrically do things. So, okay. Right. All right. Well, this is a good probe. So, okay. So now we're waiting for the backlash. We're waiting for the reaction. We're waiting for, them to do something about it.
Watch this space. All
Actually,
right.
you've just piqued my interest. Let's put them out till 3rd of March 2025.
Oh my God. That's too far out. That's too far out.
I know, but we'll do it anyway.
Um, okay, so let's go March 30th, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What would you like to know?
Who have you got out there? Reuters or the bank or the bank or just the bank or just Reuters?
Just the bank.
Okay. Um, let's pull
Okay, I
Reuters.
just know you
Let's
have it already.
pull Reuters out there as well, please.
All right, but let me give you this. So now they've got a professional sort of government team that are hacking into bank accounts and stealing the money back.
Well,
Oh
that,
my God, that is so funny. Now they've ramped
well,
up.
America. I'm sorry, but the West has legalized theft. So if they can do it, other people can do it. This is what I was saying. You don't realize the consequence of doing dumb things like this. You know?
Wow.
Okay, let's grab Reuters and put them out same day.
Okay. March 30th, 2025, 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
What has been the observable outcome from the Russian perspective of what's happened after their assets were taken from them, transferred?
Uh, what has been the outcome? Well, they're trying to launch a legal bid to get it back.
Okay, let's pop back onto the Bank of Russia and
Okay.
ask them: is the Russian state pursuing a legal challenge or a legal reaction to what's happened?
Is a Russian state? Yes, but in the meantime, they're stealing the money back.
Okay, that's fine. All right, that's funny. That is funny. Okay,
You know, the Russians were the reason remote viewing started in the first place.
I know.
You know that, right?
Of
A lot of
course.
people out there, they may not know that the original remote viewing thing or the version or protocol, it may not be exact to the US military version of remote viewing, but remote viewing started in Russia. They use
Cool.
psychics. They
Yeah,
do.
I know. And it was done for military purposes. They wanted to find out about American, what was going on, American war, weaponry and things like that. And then, of course, America had to respond to it. So it was another tit for tat. Yeah, of course.
And they did. And America responded by creating a remote viewing group called Stargate, for those of you that don't know. And they
Mhm.
were viewing what Russia had. And then at some point, years later, the Russians and the American remote viewers, they met up and they got along very well. Um, I'm
Mm.
I'm good friends with Angela Ford, and she talks about this frequently. Angela, if you're listening, hello. But yeah, so very, very good. All right. Well, I like this probe. We'll stop this one here. Thank you.